Hey everyone, Kiyoshi here. Welcome to the stream. I haven't done this before. This is something brand new to me. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making music live. You can see my little mouse cursor here. I've never made music live before. I've made music in the past. If you want to watch some of that, I have some of that in on my channel, not in the description. I probably should have done that. But I'm excited for this. I've never done this before. Hopefully it'll go pretty well. I don't really know where to start. I was hoping there would be some people in the chat to give me suggestions, give me stuff like that. Apparently the audio stream has a bitrate of 0 kilobytes per second. I don't know what's going on there. Pretty sure. Can I hear myself? Has Yes, I can. I don't know if I can hear the this. So I hope I can. Hold on. I gotta go through this. Never mind. It's all good. It is all good. All right. So I'm going to get started. Apparently that 0 kilobyte per second bitrate thing was just a glitch. Where to start? Where to start? That is always the thing. I don't have my instruments next to me. Maybe I should have done that. I have a MIDI keyboard though. I can do a lot of stuff with that. Um, I'm bad with like the pressure sensitivity stuff, so like all right. So when I play the keyboard, I don't really pay attention to how hard I'm pressing down on stuff, although I absolutely should. Okay, I don't know what I did there, but that was kind of cool. Maybe I'll throw some stuff down. That was actually just this. Okay, I'm getting some stuff going on here. See if I can record that. The metronome is off. I don't really need that. Also, this is a software kind of. It's not actually a software. It's built into my web browser. It's called Soundtrap, and it's free. I have currently like the medium premium version. I didn't pay for it. I'm using someone else's account. Um, but let's throw down some shit. I was kind of playing in C minor there, so let's throw that in there and see just kind of what I can do. Let's see. Okay. It registered all the keys, but they're all so quiet that it's just non-existent. Looks like I accidentally put the non-existent time signature in like fucking what is this? 15. 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, that's like 15. Whatever. Who needs time signatures, right? Or 5. I can make 5. I can do 5. Let's do 5. I like 5. I'm chill with 5. We could just make those triplets. Oh, this gets updated so much. All right. I'm just going to maximize all of the velocity. I can't do it all at once. I would love to, but for some reason that's just not a thing here. Okay, I'll definitely have to quantize that too, because that currently sounds like ass. Let me just scooch this up a little bit. I like this because it's very easy to use. I've been using it since I was in fucking elementary, so it's pretty old, but it gets constant updates and lots of new instruments and stuff. Um, what I don't like about it is that it's oddly expensive. But I mean, honestly, what are you supposed to do about that? There's not really much you can do. Let me see. Hold on. One of my things disappeared, so it ran away. Am I still there? I am. I need this. I need the velocity. What is going on here? Hello? Okay. What if I just close that and reopen it? Hello? Okay. Velocity? Wow. It's broken. I don't know what I did to break it, but I broke it. Hold on. Something not right is going on. Let's see. I think it all went wrong when I. All right, cool. Um Man, my velocity tool is not working anymore. What is happening? That's also another problem with this. It breaks very easily. Okay. Okay, I'm already in the velocity. Okay, cool. I fixed it. Don't you worry about a thing. So for some reason, I can't maximize all the velocities at once. I have to do it individually because if there is a note that is really high velocity because I messed up because I'm a human, and then I select all of it and I go up, it'll stop and it won't take the rest of them up to the correct velocity of 127. It'll just kind of stop for some reason. Now that I've selected all of this, I can bring all of them down to a solid, let's just do a regular 99. That's probably good. And then I'll select these. I'll select everything and I'll scoot it back. Why are you like that? I lost the note, guys. It's gone. Okay. Now that that's there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. That'll be a fun lead-in, probably. Okay. I need to shorten all of these notes. How should I go about this? Everything except for the last note can probably be pretty short. Okay, these all need to fit inside there. So, I think what I'll do, I'll just do this. No, the best way to do it is this. Long, long, short. Okay. Now if I just follow this pattern all the way, this is going to take such a long time to quantize this whole mess. I'm quantizing it by hand for some reason. It sounds like death. In a can! Freshly served. But it just kind of goes to show that you don't need the best software or let alone the best skill to just like let out your creativity. Because I never said this was good. It's not going to be good. It's going to be fun. And that's what's most important about it. Okay, now I need this set of notes. Okay, how does that sound? All right. Let's see. I'll quantize all that later. For now, I just gotta fix all this. Back up a little bit. There we go. I like my modal stuff. I think doing weird shit is like the funnest thing ever. It doesn't have to be within a certain key. Like immediately, I put it in C minor because that was the first arpeggio that I did. But that is not, or one of the first arpeggios I did. But that's not the key of this section right here. That doesn't apply to that. And that's like, I think it's really fun to just do stuff outside of the box. Because it doesn't need to be perfect all the time. It just needs to be fun, which is what I've been saying this entire time. And I'm gonna sound like I'm beating a dead horse over here. With all the nays. That's probably not the best analogy I could have used. Hold on, let me do that instead. There we go. Now most of them are at a close enough. Yeah, this is gonna take a little while. I'm glad I'm streaming this, right? I'm just gonna get so many views. So many people are gonna come here. So many people are gonna watch me struggle. Let's see. Okay, I have to do it one more time. I think. And then that'll be like kind of the intro to the song, I'd say. Maybe I should do a little retardando here. Okay. I'll do the first one at normal length, and then I'll spread this one out to 4. And then this one will be 3, and then the last one will be 5. It's not a very dramatic retardando. I can make it more dramatic. There we go. That looks dramatic. Alright. I don't know if I like this. Those are 16th notes, so let's make this 16th note triplets. There we go. That's not it. Something horrible happened. Quantize. Let's try 8th triplet, see if that does better. There we go. Okay, it messed up the last part, but it's fine. I'll just fix this as to how it was before. There we go. And you know what? Screw it. I'll have some overlap in these notes. Because I think overlap is sometimes like the coolest thing ever. I'll extend these even more. Extend all of this. There we go. I have a whole bar to itself. My cat has the zoomies right now. Sorry if you can hear that. Alright. Let me scoot that down so I can see. This is probably not the best setup right now. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Move this corner so I can see that number. There we go. Now I can see everything. Cool, and nothing's broken, right? Okay, I don't know if I like the second arpeggio. Maybe it would be better if that was in the key, or I could just raise this. Oh man. Okay, it was about there, I think. Okay. That's in the key now. Maybe that'll do something. Let's see. Okay, I like that more. Let's see if I just drop the root note of this down to here. See that? Let's check that out. Okay, that's pretty major. Let me drop this down to C, and then I wanna. Those are all. That one's not in the key. That one's also not in the key. So if I just lift that, now all this part's in the key. This part still isn't in the key, but that's what I like about it. Yeah. Those two notes are in the key, but this one is not. This one sticks out a little bit. Maybe I can make that one like a nice little connection. Okay. It's not as suspenseful as I would like. Let's see, what if I raise all of it? Why not? Okay. There we go. Okay. That's what I wanted. And then I want this to be here. Hello. Shwabam. Okay. Because I like that note a little bit more. All right. I think I'm really getting somewhere with this one. Okay. That's like a little intro. I think I'm gonna grab my bass real quick. See what I can do with this part. I don't know if I will. The ideas will come to me. I'll be right back. I don't really have to go anywhere. You can still hear me. It's just I'm worried when I plug it in. I'm worried the whole thing's gonna explode. It's not going to. But worries are worries, you know. Okay. I'm back. I didn't really I thought I didn't have to go anywhere, but I also had to get my cable, which was further away than I thought. Okay. Turn that down. Okay, that was probably not a fun sound to hear. Sorry about that. Put that there. Take this cable here. This will probably also. Damn it. This will probably also not be a fun sound, but you have to listen. I guess I can mute it for a second. I don't want to do that. Sounds boring and lame. Alright, here we go. Oh, actually, changing my mind again. God, this whole thing is such a mess. Okay, cool. Bass is in my hands now. Sorry, not a fun sound again. Okay, you can probably hear that a little bit. Probably not as well as you would want. Turn it up. Well, I'd like to be able to hear myself. Can I do that? I cannot. Why cannot I hear myself? It's plugged in all the way, right? My battery dead? I hope not. Oh, the volume's maxed out. That's probably not good. Cool. Well, I can't hear it. The monitor down? Are my headphones unplugged? I can hear my microphone, kinda. No, I actually can't. Oh, I turned my headphones down on accident. Okay. Still pretty loud. I'm messing with the mixing settings, sorry. Turn the highs up a little bit more. Okay. Turn down the volume a little bit more. It's probably the best option. Okay, it's still kind of popping a little bit. Turn it down even more, why not? Cool. Now we're in C here, and then it goes down to B, and then back up to C. So I can probably just hit him with the... That's maybe not as intense as I would want. And then here, and then down to this. I think. Is that what that is? A flat? No, that's not what that is. That's this. Yeah. Sorry, I'm bad at music. Kitty, what are you doing here? All right. I'm gonna scoot this back 2 measures. Put in the amp of this kind. I'll just make it clean for now. Let's see. Okay, it is gonna work. Hi. Hello. You're in the way. Kitty, you're in the way. I don't know if you can stay there either, cat. There's a cat, sorry. 5 people have hopped onto the stream so far. If you're watching me struggle, why aren't you helping? God. Sorry, I know you can't help. There's nothing you can do about it. There's still a kitty, and the kitty is bothering me. She doesn't know what I'm doing right now. Alright, let's just do it. Let's see. Go. Why not? Oh, there's no click track. Whoops, that's fine. I added that last little bit for fun. Don't know if that'll mean anything. Okay. I was a little bit early. I'm going to re-record that with a click track. I don't know what I'm doing. Clicks. There we go. I think that's a good tempo. Yeah, that's probably fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that last note was maybe a little too much. That was fine, actually. Okay, and then for some reason, while I record stuff like this, it doesn't line up specifically here. Okay, those look just like look like me errors, so it's fine actually. Do that so it's there. That's probably fine. And then I am going to turn it up a little bit. Okay. Something's going on. Okay. There's probably a groove in there somewhere, but right now that's just the intro. I don't really have a plan, by the way. If you have any suggestions in the chat, it would be nice to hear. Let's add in some drums. Okay. What I like doing is I like making the initial pattern first and then separating each instrument into its own track so I can customize which instruments go where, because you can't do that built in this one. So I I like just listening to some first and then seeing what goes on there. There's new kits. Fairlane 1. What? There's a first one? I didn't know there was a second one. Oh, that sounds very Shadow Academy-ish. Um, I think I don't know where it went. Probably here. Never mind. Percussion? Yeah, I hope so. Where am I? So much in here. God. Where is it? I forgot what it's called. I'll know it when I see it, that's for sure. Yeah, that's probably good enough, honestly. Okay, let's just go it. I'm gonna do a super simple thing here. Give me a crash. And then give me another crash. And then give me a third crash. I'm just gonna do hits on each of the chord changes for the triplets and stuff. One, let's do that. This one, let's do crash 2. This one, let's do crash 1 again. And then the last one, let's do crash 3. Let's see what happens there. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, whoops, did not mean to do that. I think I'm gonna do some kind of rock thing. I'm not gonna write lyrics for it because I'm bad at writing lyrics and I'm bad at singing. So, those are kind of out of the question. I'm actually I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I'm bad at rhythm. I'm gonna split this region, line it up there, and then split this region off of here, split, and then line it up here. So it'll sound better in the long run. I know I'm a dirty, dirty cheater. I won't do this more. I'll only do this one time. Okay, I don't know if I like this crash. It's kind of like a China crash, but I feel like it's too quiet. I don't really know how to turn it up unless let's see. I can take you, duplicate you, get rid of you and you and you, and then for this one, I can get rid of this kick, and then now I have just that crash. Okay, that already made it louder. Maybe I want to switch these, I think. So I'll take these two, move them over here, have crash 3 be that hit, and then have the China on the last hit. There we go. Maybe along with another symbol. Okay, that could use another hit. Let's try crash 1 with it. No, let's try crash 3 actually. Nah, it kind of fills out the sound a bit. I'll try to make it as physically possible as I can make it. I'm not a drummer. People do some crazy things sometimes. So, I don't know. I'm doing my best, okay? Okay. I do want some guitar chords to go underneath this, but honestly, I don't know what cards to play chords. Did I say guitar chords the first time too? God damn it. Okay, that looks like that's just a C minor chord. But the 5 changes, so I can probably just do a C power chord, and maybe that for this one too, but I kind of want some color in there. I'm not good at playing guitar, so also I'm going to have to explode the audio again in order for me to plug in the other instrument. So, watch your ears. 3, 2, 1. Never mind, hold on. 3, 2, 1. Cool. That wasn't actually that bad. It could be worse. It could be worse. Sorry, my guitar stand fell over. It didn't have the guitar on it. Okay. This one doesn't have a battery with a preamp in it, so it probably won't be as mad when I plug it in. But, oh, probably heard that. You don't know until you try. Alright. Okay, you can hear stuff now. This is a 5-string guitar, so I really have... Not a 5-string guitar. That'd be sad. One of my strings broke. This is a 7-string guitar, so I can go... Oh, wow. I can kind of go... Do have to probably remix this thing, because it's really loud. Cool. Alright, if you just joined the stream, hello. My name is Gish Gat. I'm making music. I'm bad at making music. So if you have suggestions, even if you're not a musician and you want me to add some stuff, let me know. I can add some random sounds, stuff like that. Basically, anything you want me to add, I can do it. Just leave it to me. Alright, let's see. I think I'm just gonna do... And then one of these. And then one of these. And then I think this? Okay, it's a D on top, so maybe I can just leave that open. Okay, let's try that. Never mind, don't like it. Hold on. Okay. First of all, let me do some of that. Okay. It's probably... Okay, I don't like this one very much. I'm gonna start clean, and then I'll add distortion later. This also has the same issue. It's going through my audio interface, and it has, like, weird delay for some reason. I don't know if I want to arpeggiate the chords, or if I want to just kind of slam them down, you know? Let's hit that button. It's probably a good button to press right now. Okay, let's just do it. 4, 5. Okay, that sounded pretty good. I think. It sounded good while I was playing it. Okay, like I said, timing is a bit of an issue. Mostly for me. Yeah, look, that's so delayed. Alright. Most of those are just me being delayed. I think I am also gonna trim these. Because I'm bad at making music. Okay. Let's go this way. I'll trim this one here too. Split. Bam. And then I'll do that one with this one too, right here. Split. And overlap like... Probably like that. If I did sing though, the one thing that I would not do is cut out all the breathing, because a lot of people cut out the breathing. Hey, yo, I just got here. What's the dealio? Here's the thing. I am a musician, but I don't produce music. I'm a live musician. I am a bass player. I played in a few jazz bands over the years. I'm very much a jazz musician. Um, I am on the hunt to get better. That's why I'm going to college, so that I can get better. That's why I'm also doing YouTube, so I can pay for college, which isn't actually working right now. So, if you have any friends that would want to watch this, send this to them too. I don't just do music stuff, I do gaming stuff as well. That's what my past like 6 live streams have been. Last night I played 3.5 hours or something of Half-Life or whatever. So if you want to watch that, or if you have any friends that would be interested in watching that, send that to them, send that their way, and give them what for. Let's see. Cool. I like that last chord that I did there. I think it's whatever this is. Okay, it still has that D in there. This one. I don't think I don't think I accidentally muted it. I think I just played that chord instead. But that's fine. Oh, that'll be interesting. All right. So, another thing, since I'm a jazz musician, I mean these aren't necessarily related, but I am super into mathy stuff, which is why this song is in 5/4, and why it's got tons of triplets in it. So I think the next step here, I want to add some distortion. Let's just crank it out. Let's just see. Overdrive, please. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, that last chord had so much distortion. Okay, I don't know if I want to keep that much distortion in it. There is a little tactic I can do. Let's see if I can. So, what I can do, I can probably just play each note one at a time. And then that'll be that sort of layering. Is this? Okay, I can play those two at the same time. Alright, so it'll just have to be 3 separate tracks. So I'm just going to duplicate this so I can keep all the settings. Get rid of these because I don't need all 3 of those. And then I'll just record these all at one time. Let's do this one. Here's the root note. Let that stand for a bit. Okay. Now this one, this is going to be the C and then also the C on top. That's not the right notes. Those two. So let's record. That's not supposed to happen. Yeah, there's a shit ton of distortion on that. And then this one's just going to be the open D of that chord. Add a little suspension to that. There we go. Okay, let's turn that off. I might re-record this one. I don't know how. Let's just layer it and see what happens. Do that, and do that. I don't know what this is called or if this has a name, but ooh, I like that a lot. Okay, but that seemed to work very well. Now I just have to cut it. There's a lot of noise. I discovered that this guitar is like the noisiest thing ever. I did get it used though, so that's maybe part of the reason why. I don't know. But now that they're all separated into separate tracks, it won't sound nearly as gross when they're all layered on top of each other. As if they were in one recording. Because some scientific reason, if you do like the reason it didn't do that with the other chords is because they are perfect with like frequencies and stuff. So that's a 1, a 5, and then another one. Since those all line up really well and super nice. I didn't tune these guitars, by the way. I probably should have done that. It doesn't really crunch at all. But if you do something like this, that's like hella crunch. That's the crunchiest thing you can probably do on this guitar. Or not. the most crunchy thing frequency-wise because it's in between two perfect frequencies. I need to shut the hell up and start making some goddamn music. Sorry, I'm not family friendly. If you were wondering that, I'm not family friendly. If you have any more suggestions or anything like that, also let me know. I will be glad to listen to them and just kind of see what you think. Okay, that's cool. So this is sort of a simultaneous exercise in composition and learning production. Learning production, tuning is certainly helpful, but also learning gain staging might help with the crunch. Yeah, probably. I that would be probably extremely helpful because I don't know what that is. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna duplicate this part, get rid of all of these, and then do a second layer, because why not? I like doing second layers. I can have this one full left track up until this point. Let's duplicate this again, actually, and just get rid of that. Those three can be in their own track, and I can do this one. Cool. 3, 4, 5. Okay, I might have messed it up a little bit. I muted one of the strings on accident. Let's see if it's, whoops, if it's hearable. Okay. And I'm kind of a perfectionist about this stuff just because I want it to line up. But maybe what's imperfect about it is what's good about it. That is the case sometimes. Maybe I should have just left it. But whatever. I want it to line up and be awesome. Cool. I don't exactly enjoy that hard cutoff at the end there. So I will probably fix that eventually. Not right now. Maybe I'll just fade those out and then I'll come in with whatever melody I have planned. Because right now the only melodic thing is the synth on top of everything. Uh was that supposed to be there? No, that's a visual glitch. It's gone now. Like I said, this is not a perfect application. Alright, this one I'm gonna make a little bit left, 65%. And this one I'm going to make a little bit right, 65%. There we go. And then this one can just be center track. Maybe... It sounds weird having these two different audio things and then this one on mono. Maybe this is the root. I'm going to have that one there. This is the third. I'll have this one a little bit left and then this one a little bit right. And that's the crunchy tone. That's the flat 5 or sharp 4. Same thing. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of what I was going for, kind of not. I think these are all too loud together, so I'm going to turn these down each a little bit. Yeah, that kind of helped the issue a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to come up with a melody, but I'm bad at coming up with melodies. Or maybe like a simple chord progression will get me closer to a melody. Okay. I like that. I think I'm gonna do... Yeah. So this is 1. That's not 1. Sorry. 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 4. I'll do that. That's what sounds best in my mind. Then I have to keep in mind it's in 5, 4. Maybe that'll help a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I miscalculated. Maybe add another chord in there. Okay. Oh my god! I don't know what to do. Okay, that'll probably work. 2, 3. Okay. I messed up the timing of the chords a little bit. Chords sound good, try recording. Cool. Thank you. I did it. I think I'm trying to do 8, or like 2 bars of 4, and then adding on a bar of 2 at the end. Which sounds good. I like it. But I didn't know that until after I recorded it. I'm also peaking the microphone, which is fine because it's already distorted. Okay. Okay. Do I like this one better? Okay. I think this structure is my personal favorite. Let's split this off here. Get rid of that. Does that sound okay? Alright, it's got a little lead in there. Maybe add a simple drum track that does the 5/4, something to ground yourself in. Yes, that's a very good idea. Thank you. Uh, okay, I'll try to accentuate this kind of pattern that I'm going for here. Kick, snare, up, up. Okay, down, up, down. Okay. Down. Cool. Okay. That's kind of what I'm going for. Does that line up with this, though? is the question. It does. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's try track 2 now. See what goes on there. Do I remember the chords? Okay. Um, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Cool, that'll probably work. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I played very different stuff there. Let's see, let's listen to one at a time and see what happens. So, scooting it a little bit. Okay, I have to learn what I'm doing. I'll loop this until I figure it out. That's what I'm gonna do with my life currently. Down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Okay, that's okay. I think I got it now. I'll record that one. Cool. I'm the right one. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I played a weird note in there in the mix there, but it's probably fine. Okay. Right track now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that one also got a little weird, but let's line it up and just listen to it and see if it works. Unmute that. Okay, that does work out. That works. Okay. I'm really thunking here. I'm really thunking. Don't know what to do. Hi, if you just got here. See the number, the number I'm looking at, it went up a little bit. Hi, I'm Kiyoshi. I'm making music. I'm bad at making music. But we're all figuring it out together. Alright. Anyway, I don't know why I did that. That's kind of just for fun. I do that a lot. Does the intro match up with this, though, stylistically? Probably, definitely not. I don't have everything else there. It definitely lines up chord-wise, because I made them line up. Distortion's really loud. Okay. Weird mouth noises over chord or rhythm is how I usually come up with melody. That makes sense. That makes so much sense. I like making weird mouth noises. That's like my favorite hobby. I do that on the Reggie, also known as the regular. I think this intro still is banging. I love the intro still. Hmm. Okay, I probably don't need to add in bass yet. Okay, we'll see what my mind says. What does my mind tell me to do? My mind isn't working well right now. I'm just gonna go right into this, and then I'm gonna extend these two and have them slowly fade in, because I kind of want that distortion noise to be in there a little bit. There we go. So it doesn't start randomly. Okay, I am gonna switch to bass actually. Cover your ears. 3, 2, 1. Never mind. That did nothing. Hold on. One moment while I switch instruments. Okay. Alright, cover your ears again. 3, 2, 1. Holy shit, that was worse. That was so much worse that time. Sorry. Okay, I kind of want to do something like that. Maybe I could be more melodic with it. Okay. I'm just gonna loop this again and listen to it. Hope you don't mind too much. It's out of measure now. All right. That's kind of fun. I like that. I don't know if I can replicate the sound, but what I want the sound to be is in the drums. I want like not like a fully open hi-hat, but like a half open hi-hat, just kind of doing 8 notes. I think that would sound good. Sorry, I don't think that would sound good. I think that would be the sound that I want it to. That's the sound that I want. And if it doesn't sound good, I don't care. Whatever. I will figure it out. Okay. Okay. The bass isn't distorted. I do want some kind of funk. Maybe I should have changed my tone a little bit. Kind of fell apart in the middle there. Okay. Okay, that's probably the better way to go that. Mm. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can record this first try. I most definitely will not be able to record this first try, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Why not? I immediately forgot what I did. Oh, that sounds familiar. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit. I want to be able to see at least a little bit. Whoops. Don't do that. Get out of here. Close that. Okay. Brain goop is not working. My brain is mush right now. Let's have another listen. Hmm. Let's make the drums complicated so it just sounds like the singer died. And everyone else is fine. Maybe open hi-hat might work? Okay. Let's see. No, that just sounds like a robot. Yeah, okay. Let's do something else. Get rid of that. And then go to this one. Scoot that up a little bit. Get rid of you two. And then I'll keep that. And then I'll just cycle through until I find a good hi-hat. That's kind of how I do it a lot of the time. I don't have a good hi-hat pattern. Nine. It's all familiar. Don't be afraid to accidentally tread already beaten paths. Gotta learn to walk before you strap yourself to a moonbound rocket. I like that. I like that saying. I like that a lot. Also very real. Might just also sound weird because it's too loud. Maybe it's too much. Okay, that's a little better. I'm worried that this isn't the type of loop that is good for melodies. I think I made the chord changes a little too complicated. Sorry, bass. I flicked one of the strings on accident. My bad, bass. My bad. I feel like also the bass sticks out too much because I made the tone different. I'm switching back to the old tone, I think, and then I'm just gonna re-record that. Also, don't think I did a very good job recording that in general, so. Oh, freak. That was awful. Let me try that again. That was just bad. I recorded on the wrong track, god damn it. Alright, I have to try again anyway. Okay, that's a little better. Turn that up just a little bit more. The problem with using automated drums is that all of the hi-hat sounds too consistent. Because it's literally just an MP3 file, or probably a WAV file, actually. But it's just so samey. And it's gonna drive me insane. Alright. Alright. Make a new. Whoa, that's not what I asked. Make a new region. Cut that other shit off. Okay, the intro was very arpeggiated. Maybe I can do a similar arpeggio type melody. Some of my favorite melodies don't start on one, like ever. A lot of melodies that I like start on like two a lot of the time, or like the and of one. Sometimes even before one, it starts on four or on three and if it's in 4/4. Mm-mm. 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 Okay. Okay. That synth is more for like just building tension. I want an actual lead synth, which is this button. I know where the synths are, I promise. For your drum problem, what are you using for samples? Everything that you see here, all of this is built in. This isn't um, an application that supports using outside samples. You can import MIDI stuff, but it's MIDI, so it'll just use the samples that are in here already for stuff in there. If I really wanted to, I can go to FL Studio, but I'm bad at FL Studio. So I can probably just make a drum beat in FL Studio, transport it to here, like export it, bring it in here. Maybe I can use that, but then I'll have to go to FL Studio every time, and I can't reload old stuff because I don't own FL Studio. I'm using the trial version, so I'll probably just have to do this. Leads, pleads. Nope. Looking for like a saw lead. Or a whole lot of this. This is Soundtrap. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't like Soundtrap very much, but it's the easiest thing for me to use because mostly just because I don't own FL Studio. I don't have the money to buy it right now. Cardi. The fuck? I like that. It's not as sharp as I would like it. I like that one actually a lot. What if I make this one into that synth? Because that'll probably work in the intro as well. Leads. And then go down. Legacy. That is the one, right? Okay. It just needs to be louder so that you can hear it. Maybe I should turn everything else down. Maybe that's my issue. Okay. Let's turn those down 2. These down 1 each. That one's down 2. Whoopsie. This one, I probably turned down 1. That one, probably, whoa, probably just 1. Dist curve. What is dist curve? What did I do? Is that supposed to be there? Yeah, that is supposed to be there. Okay. These are not, though. And then I'll just switch these. There we go. That makes sense. Bass, I turned those down already. Then the leads louder. There we go. Okay, that's what I want. I'm gonna put the bass down for a bit. I'll write it in the chat for you. Sound trap. It is free. That's probably why I'm using it. There you go. It's in the chat for you. If you want to check it out, there's no desktop app for it, but there is a mobile app for some reason. I don't use the mobile app very much. That one's a lot more limited for my use case. Sitting forward a little bit. They're glowing for some reason. That's not supposed to happen. Why are they glowing? Okay. That's kind of cool. Alright. I can probably just use this track then. Okay. Okay. That didn't exactly work how I wanted it to. It does have to be in this track, though. Cool. There we go. Now it fits. Whoops. Alright. I'll just go over this one more time. Okay. That's way... What is happening? That's a little weird. Maybe I should scoot all of these back. Because I'm not really messing with the beginning anymore. Okay. I like to think I'm getting somewhere with these, but I know I'm not. Okay. I don't have to play it again necessarily. I just have to mess with the piano roll. Or I just want to mess with the piano roll at least. Okay. But... Oh, I can layer. That's interesting. I'm just gonna... Frick! That was not what I wanted. Split. Delete. Cool. I'm being too much with it. I gotta chillax a little bit. Okay. It's a little different this time. I feel like it's still not loud enough. Maybe it's just because it's... Yeah, I think I need to pitch this up. I'll pitch it up another octave, see what happens. Okay. Sounds like a Tomodachi Life song. Okay, this needs. Whoa! This just needs to be a longer note. Okay. I'm gonna have this one do the same thing. I like that it goes up like that. It's a little ascension going on. Let's see. It probably has the same thing. Okay, that beat didn't really fit with that chord. Okay, that sounds a little nicer. Okay, that's a little better. I think maybe in my head, like in the back of my mind, I want something faster, and that's why my brain isn't working at full capacity right now. Also, in this DAW, it's really hard to do speed changes because you can't just like cut the track right down the middle and then uh, change the tempo, change the BPM. You can't really do that. So you just kind of have to work with what you have. And the metronome is really no big help. I didn't change the tempo once I got in here. I just kind of did stuff. Koala sampler. Let me check that out. I'm gonna check that out in a different tab though. So if it breaks everything, I apologize. Koala sampler. Sampler. Pocket-sized sampler. Record anything with your phone's mic or load your own sounds. Use Koala to create beats. Ooh. I like that. Okay. I like that. 64 different samples. That's a lot of samples. That's cool. I like this. Okay. All right. Yeah, that is only $5. $5. I'll check that out. Thank you. That looks really cool. That's a good suggestion. I appreciate that. Export as wave, open in sampler, playback at higher speed. That's a good suggestion. Record and export your Record and export at your desired speed, then load into this program. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Hmm. Okay. What I can also do is I'm gonna switch scenes for a little bit. You'll still be able to hear me, hopefully. Can you still hear me? Yes, you can. All right. You'll still be able to hear me. But I'm gonna mess with stuff, and I'm gonna make a second project that is a little bit faster that has all that stuff in it. Because I can just duplicate this, honestly. I mean I can't, but I can just make another one and do that, and I can experiment with how fast it can be. Because it does do pitch adjustment with recorded stuff. Maybe that'll help it give me what I want. Maybe what I also want is to go back in 4.4 because I struggle writing stuff in 5.4 or just 5 in general. So, okay. 120, it's already in 4.4. Okay, I need to probably add all the tracks in. It's a synth track. This is probably. I'll just. Whoa! Sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Go back. Go back. Hold on, I'm just kind of talking to myself here. Exporting it is the good. That's what I want. It's taking quite a while to load. Okay. Export that as a wave. My export's in progress. I'll put it in here. It'll let me know when it's ready. In fact, I think it's ready. It is not. Okay. I'll have to wait a little bit. In the meantime, I think I'll get this other project ready. Let's delete all these tracks that I made. Why did I make those tracks? Import file. Okay, it's still not done cooking yet for some reason. It will be done cooking soon. Hopefully. Usually it tells me when it's done exporting. Am I just not seeing where it went? I think what I what I do truly desire is for it to be in 4. I like having the intro in an odd time and then having the rest of it be in something more comfortable. 4.4 is the people's time. No shame in that game. I have yet to find anything other than that tape that adjusts pitch the way that makes my brain feel good. I like adjusting pitch a lot. That's something that you also can't do in this. Is I have a MIDI controller that you can adjust pitch with. I use it so much in FL Studio, and I can't use it in here, and it bothers me because it's not fully fleshed out. It's not fully made for my MIDI controller specifically. So I can't do pitch bend the way that I want to, but I freaking love pitch bend. It's one of my favorite things ever, and I wish I could do that, but I just kind of can't. Are you done exporting yet, you freak? I keep hitting the wrong button. Why does that keep happening? Oh, I probably have to do it again now. I keep hitting the wrong button. Why do I keep hitting the... Why is that button what there? Okay, let's export. Another wave file. If you don't want to wait, you can exit the project and download your export from the project's page when it's ready. Okay. Maybe I should have done that instead. Whatever. What MIDI controller you have? I have an Akai MPK Mini. I think it's technically a Mini 3. I don't remember. But I have the I have the white one with black keys. I like it a lot. I've been using it for a while now. I got it pretty recently. Sampler. Import file. Maximum 30 seconds. Does that go over this time limit? No, it does not. Good news for me. For some reason, my file is still not where it needs to be. There we go. Okay. It's here. Put it in the right thing. I'll put it in there for now. And then choose file. It was right there. Why didn't I just do that? Okay, found it. Did it come with an Ableton Light code? I don't think it did. It might have. I don't think it did though. Right here. That's interesting. The trim button is the same as the exit button. The one shot has been pitched across the keyboard. Please. Whoa. It sounds ridiculous. Okay, it's a C, which is expected. Sorry, you can't hear anything that's going on right now because I changed things around. Okay, I'm gonna full screen this so you can, and then I'll go back to this so you can see and hear it. I was messing with it a little, a little much. So this is the original. This is the built-in sampler for it. I can trim it. I can also just make it its own track, which I probably should have done. I'll just import its own track. Whoops. Okay, hold on. One moment. It doesn't work in full screen for some reason. There it is. Okay, it's its own track now. Full screen. Back to this. Cool. All right, let me give a good trim here. I'll do it here actually. Split. Delete. Delete. And then it should line up there. Whoops. Okay. Okay. I think I want it like, which is really fast. Maybe 155. Okay, I think that's what I want. Adjust, please. Okay, let's see. It probably doesn't sound good. Okay, that's a little closer to what I want. I think 155 is a good tempo. I really wish I could duplicate projects, but I can't. What I can do is basically I can just move everything over. It'll take a little while. Let me do some fishy business. Let's see what I can do. Plus that also means, I mean, I can shove it all together in another thing later, which will probably be nice to do. Okay, so here's what I've got. I can delete that track. I can delete that. I don't know why I have that for any reason. Synth. I need this one. Oh, sorry. This one. Then that one. All right, and then I have a bass amp track. That's a synth. Never mind. Bass amp. Clean, please. Or bass clean. And then I've got all of my drum tracks. I have 3 for some reason. Drums and machines. Okay. This is the hardest way I could have possibly decided to do this. Lightyear. Where is Lightyear? Lightyear. There it is. Okay. And then dist curve. Ooh, where am I? Dist curve. Cool. Then I have 5 guitar tracks. And they're all supposedly clean, but I doubt that. Doubt that. Okay. Let's go clean. I'll add all my effects now. I just added distortion and overdrive. That's all I did. I'm fading, subbed, and look forward to hearing the track. I have an obnoxious amount of recommendations. I'll spam your chat next time. Best wishes. Thank you. You can always, if you desire, because I might honestly end the stream soon too, because I'm also fading. You can always leave a big list of suggestions in the comments. I don't think I have a limiter on how many words you can put in the comments. Maybe YouTube has a built-in one, but I personally don't mind, as long as it's not spam. But you can always add suggestions in there. I'm always looking forward to being a better musician, because I know I can be better. It's possible. I know that for a fact. Turn those up a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. But I'm always looking forward to your advice or anyone else's advice, because I want to get better, and college will certainly help with that. Like I said before, share this stream with your friends. Even if they're not interested in music, they can show up for the gaming stuff, because I do gaming stuff. I planned on doing a gaming stream tonight, but then I was like, you know what? Let's try something I've never done before. And lo and behold, it was quite fun. I enjoyed doing this a lot. So that was just really, really cool. Okay. Apparently I can't copy tracks over, which is unfortunate. I feel like I should be able to do that. But yeah, thank you for coming to the stream. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, spam chat. I don't care. I'll be back with more music streams and more gaming streams if you're interested in that. For now, thank you for watching. I will keep working on this just a little bit, see if I can get the sound that I want to come out of it, and keep fiddling with it until I think it sounds good, and then I will come back to you and see what you all think about it. Because usually when I listen to something, everyone else thinks it sounds like garbage. Um, but if you want to hear some of the music I made, a lot of it is on my channel. You can find a lot of little stuff that I made, lots of bigger stuff sometimes, and yeah, have fun. Have a good day. Sleep well, eat well. I'm kind of hypocritical about that, because I sleep like garbage and I eat like garbage. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Ring the bell so you get notifications. Because it makes me happy. And yeah, see you later. Goodbye.